Well, let's do something fun, but something also that's going to be giving back. How about a kickball tournament that's going to be benefiting two local organizations that are very important to our area? First, let me introduce you to Teresa Andrews. She's the Director of Development for Epic Behavioral Healthcare. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, thank you for having me.
And the reason that we're talking to you today is that this kickball tournament that's going to be happening in St. Augustine is actually in memory of Tonya Cook,
Yes.
um, who struggled with mental health. So let's talk a little bit about what we can expect overall at the event, but then maybe talk about how mental health kind of plays into this. So, Teresa, what exactly is happening at this kickball tournament?
Okay, so this is the first annual kickball tournament in memory of Tonya Cook, and it's being organized by her friends, obviously in her memory, and it's September 10th at Ron Parker Park, which is on the island here in St. Augustine. And it's just a big kickball tournament for all ages. So anyone can sign up, they can come play, families, friends, and they're going to, have the teams, and it goes from 9 a.m. till 2. And so that will be going on, which is going to be a lot of fun. And then also going on at the event, there's going to be food trucks, and then there's going to be vendors. And this is so cool to me. There's going to be kid vendors who are bringing all homemade items, homemade dog
Oh,
treats, homemade jewelry, things like that. And so while the kickball registrations are being donated to Epic, the proceeds from the vendor sales are going to a local organization called Safe Pet Rescue, and they're a euthanasia pet shelter. So
hmm.
that was very important to Tonya. And so there's two, organizations being benefited by this. And so we're all both very excited about it. And the way it kind of came about is, as you said, with Tonya, unfortunately, she died by suicide last summer, and her friends and family were just devastated. And they really wanted to do something in her memory, and they wanted to do something positive.
Right.
So Tonya used to organize kickball tournaments for family and friends, and so it just seemed like this logical thing to do is to put together this kickball tournament for the for the community. And then they reached out to us to say, what all do you do around mental health and suicide prevention? Because we want to do this in her memory. And at Epic, we do a lot of mental health services, and we have a very strong suicide prevention program in terms of educating the community.
Wonderful. So they came to you thinking, listen, we want to be able to help benefit a place that can help others who might be
Right.
struggling with something like this, but then also Safe Pet Rescue. Do you
Yeah.
know any more about them? And you said it's a non-euthanasia shelter. Is
Right.
there going to be a booth there where people can
I
maybe talk to
believe they're going
them?
to have a booth there. I don't know if they're going to have animals, but I believe they're going to have a booth there. But they have a couple of different sites here in St. Augustine, and they have, just all kinds of great animals. They have a little thrift store, and they're really out there rescuing the animals that need rescued and providing them a safe place to be until they can find their forever home. So I'm excited that they're a part of this as well.
Yeah, helping people and helping pets in our community. And I was talking earlier about the fact that you don't have to go there and play kickball. You can go there, do the food truck, the vendors. You can just go there and have fun, right? You don't have to register.
Oh no, oh no. Thank goodness. I'll be there to watch and to talk to people about Epic. And if someone has concerns about someone and is concerned that maybe they are feeling like they might be suicidal or anything like that, we can talk to them about that. We can talk to them about the trainings that we offer free to the community that helps anybody. You don't have to have a clinical background to help someone who might be feeling suicidal, or even to recognize the signs of that.
Right.
We have QPR, question, persuade, refer training. We have youth mental health first aid training, and we have It's Time to Talk About It, which is suicide prevention training focused on families to help their own, inner circle of children and spouses and siblings to help. And we offer those free to the community. So we want to make sure people know about those. But people can come watch the kickball tournament. They can come visit the vendors. Jimmy Hula's food truck is going to be there. They can have great food. So it's just going to be a fun day. And it's a celebration, of Tonya's life. And then also to try and make sure that if other people are feeling that suicide is the choice they want to make, to help them realize that there's other, maybe other resources we can help them not feel that way.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for telling us about it
Thank
today. If somebody
you.
does want to register, though, how can they go about doing that?
So the registration is through Eventbrite. So if they will log on to Eventbrite and just do a search for a kickball tournament in St. Augustine, it'll pop right up. And then that just takes them right through the steps there. And the teams get organized that day.
And you were mentioning too, we talked earlier about when you go there, you can read a little bit too about Tonya.
Right, on the website, it talks about her a lot, so you can kind of get to know this person.
Yeah.
She sounds wonderful, and her friends, I'm just so impressed by her friends wanting to do this out of their grief. And, what a lovely way to memorialize somebody and help the community at the same time.
Right. All right. Well, thank you so much for
Well,
this.
thank
And
you.
I
I
hope
so
it's a great
appreciate it.
success. I'm sure it will be.
Thank you.
Of course. And if you'd like to see this segment again, just head to our website, firstcoastliving.net.